1, 2, 3, go.
So this is my first recording, our first recording with the multiple cameras. I hope everything turns out okay. Anyways, this is not an Angel Manuel's meetup. This is something else.
Oh.
Yeah. So, what happened the other day?
It wasn't the other day. It was last night.
What happened last night, Wednesday?
I was so angry.
You were trying to get some sleep,
Yeah.
like every night, right? You
like
and I.
every person that goes to work at
7 a.m.
7 a.m.
The neighbors decided to go outside.
Well, I don't.
No, they decided to go outside. And the reason being was there was a domestic dispute, I guess you could say.
I suppose. I don't know. They're very strange.
Well,
I feel like we never have good luck with neighbors.
So the neighbors were arguing and yelling.
Mm-hmm.
You were trying to go to sleep. I was.
They literally, I was, in that moment where, you're, you're already kind of sleeping, but you could hear stuff around you. So I was like that. And then I just hear screaming, and I'm like, what the hell?
So I was here, and I heard it through the window.
Because they were screaming that loud.
Yes, that dude was screaming
really
that loud.
For reference, we're, in the back of the house, and where we sleep is, at the front of the house. So.
We're in the MIL studio right now.
Yeah.
/ laundry room over there.
Anyways. So.
They were really getting into it.
Yeah, they were really screaming.
And we look outside. Well, you started looking outside first, and there was, a couple adults, some kids, a 4-year-old.
Yeah, it was one tall dude, and then our neighbor, his girlfriend, and some other chick. I don't know if it was their daughter, their eldest daughter, or what, but there was also a little baby outside, little 4-year-old baby running around in all the chaos. And dude was just screaming "Oh, why the fuck would you tell him to come here? Da 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 da. Blah da da da." But he's screaming to the point where he's kind of incoherent, so you only hear a couple of words that he's actually saying. And the two chicks, they kept putting themselves in front of him, and he was hitting them and pushing them off.
Yeah, I didn't see all that. So it made me want to record this relationship advice thing, because we were talking about it. What was it, yesterday?
Well, I mean yesterday and
or
today.
this morning.
This morning.
Yeah.
And then when you picked me up from work, we were talking about it too.
All right, so let's talk about where should we start?
Where should we start? First of all, if your girl is inviting men to your house, just leave her. Just kick her out. She ain't for you, my man. I don't know what else to tell you. Why are you potentially putting yourself in a position where you could lose custody of your child, end up in jail for beating someone's ass?
So
why would you do that?
That's the biggest thing for me. So let's say you're in a relationship, right? And one person is not doing what they're supposed to be, and you're a little bit of a hothead. Do everything you can to not do anything, as tough as that is, because let's say you get into a fist fight and the person falls and cracks their head on the concrete and dies, you spend life in prison.
Yeah, because you murdered them. Technically, you murdered them.
Technically, yeah, that's probably what, 2nd-degree murder.
Yeah, because y'all were fighting.
Yes. So, what else should you do?
I don't know, because the way we were talking about it in the car today is basically, if you are above the age of 30,
I say 20.
Yeah, 20s going into your 30s, and you cannot take yourself out of a situation that is making you so angry that you want to physically hurt people, you need to talk to a therapist.
Yeah.
You need to sort your life out, because that's not okay.
So,
how are you a functioning adult?
Yeah.
When you're trying to fist fight everyone that makes you angry.
So one of my uncles, I'm not gonna say anything more than that. He dated this chick, and they broke up. And the chick and her friend or cousin, saw him driving, and they were throwing cans and bottles at his car while he was driving. I don't know how they managed to do it.
How do you
So
have that much trash in your car? I'm judging you if you have that much trash that you could like endlessly throw shit at other people.
what is this cable? Oh
What's
my
what
god,
cable?
this cable.
Oh, that's the light cable.
I didn't even notice this.
That's okay. I think people won't mind.
Oh, I mind.
I like burped again.
That's okay. We just take Ibaritos. All right. So this person gets out of the car and starts like swinging a dog chain. Now, technically, maybe he could argue self-defense, right? Maybe if someone's throwing shit at you, but you do have a duty to try to leave the situation, and then if you can't leave the situation, then it's self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, technically, I guess he could have sped home. Maybe, I don't know. Call the police. No. So it's two of them, and they're throwing shit at him, and he starts like, I guess, trying to defend himself. Well, he spent 2 weeks in jail for that before he was able to get out. So, moral of the story, just do everything you can to not fight back. Just don't do it. And another thing I wanted to go into is how to know bad, what is it? Like bad relationship.
Toxic relationship.
There
traits.
you go. Toxic relationship tendencies.
Oof.
So people could recognize it in another person. Because we know somebody that called somebody that she knew, and they hung out, and then he just never spoke to her again. And she was there like, what the fuck?
I was trying to think, and then I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah, because you told me that story. So, what are some...
Wait, what are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
I'll tell you right now. It's okay. I mean, I'm not going to edit this, so it's whatever.
I'm still so sad. Oh! I thought you were talking about, oof, the fire department is getting it.
Excuse me? All right. So let's talk about relationships. Now, I'm not a perfect person. You're not a perfect person. There's no one relationship that is 100% perfect, because every relationship is a little bit of give and a little bit of take, right?
All right.
So, what are some signs that people are in a toxic relationship?
When the other person, like, goes through your phone all the time, or, like, threatens you to go through your phone. Like, you can't have your stuff just unlocked, like, without a password. Like, when you have to ask permission from your partner to, like, go places. I get, like, checking in with people saying, hey, I'm gonna go here.
Or like, hey, do we have anything going on? I wanted to go hang
If
out with my
not,
coworkers.
I'm gonna do XYZ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Like, next week, I'm gonna get shwasted with my coworkers.
Yeah.
Drinking pumpkin beer.
Yeah, and it's good to keep your significant other
Up to date, but
updated
like,
with
where
what
you
you want
have
to
to
do.
send your location and stuff like that. That's too much.
Or if they follow you. Like,
No, that's like one step farther than sharing your location.
Um. So yeah, that is not okay.
But you know, like, what's so weird is because nowadays, like, especially on TikTok and Instagram, there's like this whole thing of like Hispanics. I see it a lot in like the Mexican TikTok or like the Mexican side of Instagram. Like, they'll say, like, oh, mujer toxica. Like, that's like they're like kind of making it like, oh, how to be like the perfect girlfriend, like the perfect toxic girlfriend. Like, he can't go out to a truck meet or a car meet with his boys
What?
unless you're there, or like just like random dumb shit. And I'm like, yeah, like, really? Like, that's not okay.
So they're saying make
Yeah.
sure your man doesn't go to any car shows without you.
No, they're just like really toxic things in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
They'll put it, but like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do in a relationship, and it's like, haha, I'm so toxic and you're still with me.
See, normalizing toxicity is also not okay.
There you go. That's what they're doing. They're not like
Normalizing.
idolizing it, but they're like normalizing it.
Yeah, see, that's not okay. Another thing, don't ever put hands on other people. In general. Now, obviously, there's exceptions to the rule. For example, if let's say you have like a newborn baby and someone's trying to drown that baby, then it's okay to like drop kick said person. Otherwise, it's not okay. Um, I think it's okay to go to sleep mad and just like argue about it the next day. I think sometimes that's okay.
I don't know. I don't like going to sleep angry.
But like if you're gonna be up all night arguing, knowing
Oh.
both y'all got work in the morning.
I'm trying to find like a dumb meme that I can show you of like what I'm trying to tell you.
What else is not okay? Oh yeah, feeling like you can't break up with somebody. That's also not okay. Um, ladies and gentlemen, that is also not okay. I feel like some people feel trapped, and that is just not okay. I don't know how else to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I should have got like a couples therapist on here. Throwing shit during an argument. Is that ever okay?
Not really.
Gonna.
I know. I'm trying to find like a video to show you.
I would say it depends on the item. If you bought it and it's yours and the other person doesn't use it, like if I have my own TV and I just want to throw my remote, I'm just kidding. It's not okay to throw shit. It's okay to be upset, but you have to learn self-control. Everybody gets upset, and that's a totally normal human emotion. What else? What else is not okay? All right,
Like
what am
this,
I looking at?
like stuff like that.
After 5 minutes go by and you don't reply to your girlfriend's text. Yup, like always, never cared about me. So just ignore me like I meant nothing. Have a blessed life.
Like,
It's
as a joke,
as a joke.
haha. But like,
You
I
have
know
to know
some
that.
people who were like genuinely seriously sending texts like that,
Yeah, that's not okay.
and it's like,
Yeah, that's not okay.
and like stuff like that, like.
What is she? Is she about to stab him?
Yeah.
All right. So another thing that we should normalize: insecurities. Insecurities are normal. Everybody has them. If somebody says they don't have them, they're probably lying. Um, what else? It's okay to get upset also.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying like don't ever get upset with somebody. It Getting upset is a normal everyday emotion.
Like,
Oh yeah, I don't know, man. That's not cool. Soy toxica cup. Nah, it's not cool, man.
that's not
I
funny.
get
It's
it.
not funny to say like, yeah, I'm toxic, so like, that's not funny.
Oh, this one. Your partner tries to make you jealous. That's also not cool. That's something that you should recognize. Um, like if they only want, I don't know how to explain it.
I feel like that's what old girl did, and then it like backfired on her, or I don't know, cause like I don't know their situation.
Oh, let's talk about stepkids.
Yeah, like I don't know their situation, but like I don't know. From what it seemed like um
That she has a kid from
dude was
another
like dropping
relationship.
off his kid to her house. Like I don't know if that's her kid with him or what, or like what's the situation, but like I don't understand how you could be mad at your girlfriend's baby's father. Like you live with her, you know she has a kid with this other man. Why are you being angry? Like it's a different thing if like dude's a horrible person and is not in his kid's life, or like is just, like I don't know.
Cause that was a problem before, right? If I remember right, a couple of months ago, that
Yeah,
that
yeah,
same
yeah, yeah,
shit
yeah.
happened.
He was like it was. I don't think it was with them. I think it was with the other people who would always have parties and like end up with like guns coming out.
We
I
don't
think it
have
was
any
them.
luck with neighbors.
No, we don't, and it's so bad. Um, but yeah, like a couple months ago, almost a year ago, honestly, this guy. It was like 1 a.m. Literally 1
Yeah,
a.m.
I remember that.
and
Sorry.
he just came and he started shouting. He's like, I want to see my son, da 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 da. Like, I have rights, father's rights. And it's like, yes, sir, you do. Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. But it's
It's
1
one
o'clock in the
o'clock in the
morning,
morning.
boo. I don't know whose rights you're
Your
trying
kid's
to.
probably asleep
Yeah,
on his
your kid's
third
passed
dream.
out. Your kid's passed out. You couldn't have, like,
Couldn't have thought of this
you.
at like noon.
Exactly. He was probably, like, drunk, though, and was like, oh, I'm macho enough to go over there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like he was so loud that like someone had called the cops because like he was getting his ass chased too. Or no, was it the same people? Have they been there this long?
They've been there this long.
Because I think it was like that chubby guy that was like running around chasing him, and like
Yes.
someone pulled out a gun, and
That
that's
was
why the
like
cops came.
that was like 2 months ago, 3 months
No, that
ago.
wasn't. Was that?
Yes.
Oh my god. I feel like time just goes.
All right, so let's talk about that.
But yeah, like he was getting chased around. Like dude had a gun. That's why the cops came so fast. Cause I don't know who called, but they're like, yeah, this guy has a gun. And he's waving at this dude, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning. So then the cops came, and they talked to the guy. They talked to the chubby dude or whatever. And we're nosy, so like
We're
just
all up on the
we're like
window.
just pull down the blinds a little bit. Don't gotta open them.
Turn off all the lights.
Yeah. But
Go like this.
yeah, like we're nosy, so we were watching, and the cops were interviewing the dudes, trying to figure out what was happening. And they were like, they basically said what I said, like, yeah, you've got father's rights, but it's 1 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and you're trespassing at this point. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do right now. Just take your little ass home.
Take the L. Wait until 9 a.m.
Like, yeah, take your ass home, go to court.
So that's another thing. So obviously, a lot of people had kids young the last 30 years. No, I feel like that's always been a thing.
It's always been a thing in the Latino community.
In the Latino community, that's right. So what happens when your ex doesn't let you see the kid?
Take her to court.
Him or her. Both parents have rights. Both
Yeah.
parents can see the child.
Yeah.
And there's no
If
right
you
way to
withhold your
fist fight.
kid from like their parent who actively wants to be a part of their life,
Yeah.
you're evil, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I tend to agree. Now, if one parent doesn't want to see their kid,
And they sign over custody like willingly,
oh my
then
god.
that's your business. whatever. But if that's not in the black and white paper, then
All right.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So it's for some reason normalized and yet not okay to withhold children from their parents. Don't argue with your BD or BM. Just take them to court, get something in writing, signed by a judge, signed by some lawyer, signed by you and them. Don't fist fight in the middle of the street
You
at
want to hear
midnight.
something funny? So I was reading a Twitter thread on Instagram, and it was about this exact situation. But the lady was like, "Yeah, I tried to take my BD to court, or even before that, she's like, I try to like, do like a whole custody thing, saying, oh, you could have them like on these weekends. I'm totally cool with it. I'll drop them off. Like, is it okay if I get like $300 a month for the kid?" And he's like, no, 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 that's too much money. Just take
Oh
me to
yeah, I've seen
court.
that.
And she's like, I took him to court, and he's now paying me $1,000.
Yeah.
Like, how embarrassing.
It pays to just
She
be
was
cool.
just trying to like help you out.
Yeah, it pays to just be cool.
Not even a full paycheck, my man. She wasn't asking for a lot. But yeah, my mom says that like women who withhold their kids from their fathers are very stupid, and
Rather than just getting money.
no, they're stupid in the sense that they're taking away the father's ability of being a father, and you're shouldering the entire burden of raising a child on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whether or not you take them to court and whether or not you want full custody is your business, but at the same time, you take that person to court, they're legally mandated to help you out in some way or another, whether it's financially or like actually supporting the child.
Some people are just crazy.
I know.
We know some
Most
crazy
people are just
people.
crazy.
You know, we both know that one person that just goes to homeless shelters just 'cause.
Yeah.
So some people are just crazy.
My god cousin.
Nah, don't say. What else? What else can we talk about? It's already 23 minutes.
Is it really? Oh,
Well,
wow.
22 and a half minutes. I actually
Wow.
wanted this to be like 15, but that's okay.
Well, I'm good if you're good because it's like 7:32.
All right. So, moral of the story, don't fist fight anybody. It's not worth it after you're the age of majority because you can go to prison if they want to press charges. If you have any money, they can sue you for it. You can pay lawyer fees. You can pay doctor fees. Pain and suffering.
Oh,
Just keep your hands to
another thing I
yourself.
want to mention is that the cops never came.
Oh, yeah, the cops never showed up. We had to call the police. It was getting that bad.
It was really bad.
Usually, I just want to be nosy and mind my business,
No,
but
like
that
he
was pretty
like
bad.
really trying to hit those two girls.
Yeah.
They were like trying to keep him from hitting the dude, and it's like at that point, like
Ama, ¿qué pasa?
it's like at that point, just walk away.
Yeah.
But also, like, what the fuck, CPD? Like, you hear there's this domestic violence where there's a child actively like
And they were-
running through.
They were just all in the middle of the street.
Yeah, they're always like that.
Yeah.
And then there was another time, it was like the same people were fighting, and that same skinny dude was running up and down people's gangways trying to like avoid getting his ass caught by dude.
What?
You were at work that day, and I told you.
No, I remember you told me. Was I working on the south side? Or was I at by the Cubs?
No, you were over there by the Cubs.
Okay.
But yeah, like it's the same thing with these people.
Yeah. There's nothing we could really do but pray for them. 'Cause we've both been in situations where stuff like that happens. And it's never okay for the kid. It's not okay for the adult. It's not okay in general.
Yeah.
I think at that point, it's okay to just walk away.
Mhm.
And that's something that we should normalize rather than purposely being toxic.
Yeah, I don't know. Cause like if that truly is her BD, and like he was just dropping off his kid,
Then that guy needs to shut the fuck up.
yeah, that guy needs to grow up and be a man. Like you met this woman obviously when she had the child, he wasn't hiding him away in a closet for 4 years.
Yeah. You knew.
Like you can't be doing that. But if she also is trifling and like talking to
Oh yeah,
her
because we know
BD,
somebody that's doing that.
yeah.
That I think she shouldn't be, but I don't know her.
Wait,
But
I know her.
we both. Well, you told me about her. That she's hanging out with both her BDs.
Oh, yeah, one of my
Yeah.
coworkers.
Stop giving out
But she
info
doesn't
like that.
work there anymore.
She got fired.
Nah, she switched. She left. She went to a different place.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, she was banging both of her BDs. Like, bro.
And they both don't like each other. And one of them is a gangbanger who's in and
See,
out of jail. And it's like, girl, why you messing with this man's life?
now you're just
Why
playing
you
with
messing
fire.
with this man's life? Like one of them says he's about it, but he's truly not.
And
Another
then
one is genuinely about it.
yeah.
So it's like, girl, why you messing with this man's life?
Yeah.
You play too much. You play too much. Just buy a vibrator. Just buy
Or just date somebody else that's neither of them. Find a third BD, like somebody else we know. So we didn't really give out too much advice on any of this.
Advice, just
Keep your hands to yourself.
yeah.
If it ever does get that bad, call the police and walk away. You don't have to risk injury.
And another thing I want to mention is that therapy is so accessible today.
Yeah.
Like you could get therapy for like $150 a month, and like you can video chat, you can text, you can talk. So
That's another thing. You know what? Get therapy. If you really have trouble with your emotions, with like insecurities, with anger,
just all of that, like
all that
there are so
negativity,
many options just to do
to do
at this
better.
point.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse for you not to be better.
So if there's anything you take away from this video or audio if you're listening, you can do better, and I think everybody's entitled to happiness.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe one or two. Nah, I'm just kidding. Everybody should find their happiness. Being imperfect is okay. That's something I've been working on, is accepting imperfections. What else? Get therapy. It actually really works.
It truly does.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Always.
Try not to get sued.
Also, don't threaten people.
Don't threaten people.
Like the other girl who used to work.
Oh.
Like, girl, you were gonna keep your job. It's at that point when they fired you.
Yeah, there's somebody we know that's over.
Well, I know.
Okay. Well, I know of.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for doing this with me. I said I was going to do it this morning, but you said you wanted to be a part of it.
'Cause I have things to add.
No, you did. You did. You did.
I feel like I had genuine things to add, but you know, whatever. Do it by yourself. Okay.
Stop
Bye.
being. I'm sorry, what?
Bye.
You want to go, bro? You want to go? Throw a cup of water
I'm
at
gonna
you.
go make like the cup in a mug. I'm about to go make that.
You know, you just said cup in a mug, cake in a
Yeah,
mug,
That one. Cranberries.
cranberries. All right. Well, good night.